Aries. Hey Aries, what's going on? It's your girl D with 8th House Energy here to bring you your weekly reading for um, January 12th through January 18th. All right, this is going to be a general read for Aries. It may not resonate with everyone. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. There will be an extended to this video. The Patreon link is going to be in the box below. Please keep in mind that there is a contest going on for Patreon members. If you decide to join, you will be automatically included in a contest that I'm having. I'm going to be pulling 6 names at the end of the month for people who are going to receive readings at no cost. And 4 of you are going to get a 1-question email reading. 2 of you are going to get a 30-minute pre-recorded video reading. All right, so in order for you to participate, you just have to be a member of the Patreon membership site, and the link is going to be in the box below. If this reading doesn't resonate with you, please check your other placements, your moon sign, Venus, things like that. If you don't know what they are, there's a link below to a website called thehoroscope.co. Put your date of birth in. When the page pops up, scroll down to the bottom of the page, and you'll see all your placements. You can watch videos for those. Now, the Patreon membership allows you to watch all of the extended videos at just the one rate of $5 a month. So take that in consideration if you're looking at other placements of your chart, which you should. You should always be watching your moon sign as well as your sun sign. You should watch them both, you know. So yeah, what's going on with the planetary alignments with you guys? Oh, but before I say that, I do want to thank you guys for all your love and support. I do appreciate you guys tuning in whenever you have an opportunity. I do appreciate it. And I hope that what I'm doing is able to provide you some clarity and insight. Help to shed some light on some things so that you can make decisions that are best for you and yours. So without being said, let's get to it. Everybody's being affected by this 10th house energy, okay? There's like 4 planets there. There's Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto, all right? So for you, this is your actual 10th house. And this is the house of career, prestige, your reputation in the professional environment, just your reputation, period. You could be just known in your neighborhood as Debbie that owns the sub-restaurant, down the block. But your reputation is what you're looking at. People, how people look at you, how people see you, what people think of you. That is a concern for a lot of people right now. There's a lot of issues going on in reference to just changes in the career and the workplace. And this is globally, on a global scale. So there's like this mass energy going on. And I'm talking in every country, where people are looking at how they view their way that they get money, and if they're doing what makes them happy, or if they're really happy in their careers. They're looking at their professional achievements, whether you are, someone who maybe wants to go on and get a PhD, maybe you're someone who wants to get your master's, maybe you want to get an associate's, maybe you just want to get a certificate. No matter what it is, there's a lot of educational changes people are making for themselves. Not only are people taking classes, but people are deciding to teach, because there are so many people who are interested in learning English as well as other things. There are so many wonderful opportunities for people to teach overseas and teach English overseas. So, you have people who are interested in doing that now. This is the type of energy that's being generated globally. So you have people who are going for promotions, people retiring, people going off and doing their own business. So a lot of that type of energy, and you're already ambitious in that, right? Most Aries I know are business owners. I think I might know 2 Aries of all the Aries that I do know. I think I might know 5 or 6 of them that work for other people. Like, seriously, like, I have a few couple, and they're all women. They all do their own thing. They all, whether they're doing, various things online in whatever field they go into, but they're not punching the clock. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but what I'm saying about Aries is they're take charge type people. They don't really sit around and have people telling them what to do. If they do, it's because they're getting something out of it that works with them. You know what I mean? But if they don't like a job, they're going to go find another one. It's just that simple. There's not going to be too much complaining. Because you're going to get it out right then and there. So that's why I like Aries. Aries is, Aries and Scorpio are the same. Scorpio is just more so, if I don't like the job as a Scorpio, I'm going to like just not say nothing and just figure out what I'm going to do. Aries, as soon as that thought comes to their mind that they don't like it, they're going to voice that. They may end up getting fired or they may end up walking off the job. Like that's Aries energy, I know. Because we could both see the situation going on in the workplace and be like, that's terrible. We shouldn't be treated that way, blah, blah, blah. Or, this is a terrible job, what have you. But Aries will just be like, you know what, I'm done with that. I can go do something else. Where Scorpio will be like, okay, well, I'm not saying anything, but they just might dip out and ghost and just not come back to the job. Where Aries will just let you know right then and there. They'll tell the boss off, tell everybody what's going on. Like that is Aries energy that I've experienced that's been funny, and it's just like that's that drive you guys have. So a lot of you experiencing that in how you feel, your religious beliefs, teaching and learning, traveling. So a lot of you got this bug now. You want to travel all over. You're ready to do business all over. You're ready to conquer the world. So that's beautiful energy. And then your planet, Mars, is in the ninth house, and this is where all of this is derived from. So your ninth and 10th house are popping, okay? All about, career aspirations, how you look at yourself, how you view yourself, your philosophy, your beliefs, all of that great stuff. And then Venus is in Aquarius. So that's all about like-minded people, finding people who are, in your own tribe, connecting with them and doing these things that you want to do. So there's a lot of that energy going on for you guys right now. All right, so I just wanted to put that out there. And speaking of that type of energy going on, look at what's coming for it. Look at what's coming from it. Okay? Wheel of Fortune. This is a card that says, this is Jupiter energy. So right now, Jupiter is in Capricorn. So if Jupiter is coming to you, telling you got good things coming, then some of the things you might see is, you may have a promotion coming. You may, have some extra money coming, a bonus or incentive. You may be able to get the money that you wanted or save up the last little bit of money you wanted so that you could start your own business. You may have wanted a certain amount saved up before you started out. You may be able to travel now. You may have got accepted in that teaching gig so that you can go over to Singapore and teach English. So now you're able to, whatever it is that you feel is amazing. All right. And then we also have the Ace of Coins in reverse. Now, some of you, this energy that we're experiencing here, some of you Jupiter is all about expansion, but Jupiter is all about contraction as well. Now, Jupiter is only able to expand but so much in the house of Saturn, okay? Saturn is about limitations. So there's going to be a lot of challenge and trial and tribulations and back and forth with money for a lot of people, okay? So Ace of Pentacles in reverse. This is about maybe spending money, not having the money that you thought you would have to do the things you wanted to do. And then we have the Nine of Swords. We have this reversed. So with the Nine of Swords reversed, this is telling me that, some of you who kind of felt maybe alone or isolated or, uncomfortable in whatever environment, that's ending now. Something came about to make you feel like you have faith. All right, so maybe it's this Wheel of Fortune. Okay, maybe the fortune doesn't have anything to do with money. Maybe in the money section you lose with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, but there's other things that you can have good fortune in when the Wheel of Fortune comes around. So let's see what's going on with that. So your current energy is the Queen of Wands. This is you all day. Wands energy. This is Aries energy. Now this is you, you could be just feeling like, what, I'm ready to do it all. You may be feeling this Wheel of Fortune energy. You might just have a good vibe. This could just be a real good vibe. Naturally, you are ambitious and spontaneous, and you are natural born leaders. You know what I mean? I never had so many friends of one sign who just worked for themselves and went and got their own money and didn't work for other people. Not that there's anything wrong with working for other people, but, I don't know too many of my friends who are Aries, whether male or female, that work for other people. So it's like you're in your spirit right now. So all systems go. All systems go. Some of you may be traveling. Jupiter is about travel as well. Okay, the house where Jupiter resides, That's all about distant travel. So some of you might be going someplace. All right, well, let's see what the energies are that are positively or negatively affecting that. That's the Knight of Swords. Maybe you don't want to tell people. Maybe you lied about something. Maybe you didn't tell the whole truth about something. Maybe you're being secretive about this fortune that you came across, this good fortune. I don't blame you. You got to protect whatever is yours, You never know who's around and what's going on. Now, the past, the sun reverse. So in the past, you were on the path of getting what it was that you wanted, living the life that you wanted, doing what you wanted to do, maybe in your career aspirations, but it looks like things were a bit delayed. All right. But it looks like you could see it. You were within vision and within sight of your vision. But this is just put it off for a little bit longer. So something put it off for a little bit longer. The sun card is still always good. It's just that whatever you have to do to get to this has to be done first. And it might be one or two things. So the recent past, Empress in reverse. So recently you realize that, there's, for some of you, you found out that you don't have a child, that somebody's not pregnant, or you're not pregnant. I'm getting that strongly for some of you. Okay, the good news is that nobody knows about it, or not too many people knew about it. You didn't tell too many people, but some of you found out that in the past you were not pregnant. Some of you found out in the recent past, most recently, that you're not pregnant. Yeah, so some of you are coming out of isolation now. You were probably playing it on the low. It may have cost you some money with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, but you did what it was that you wanted to do. You made your choice. That's what I get for some of you. Some of you, well, let's see. The crowning energy here. We have the Page of Swords reverse. Yeah, this is you not communicating, not letting people know what's going on. Now that it's over, it's over. Like, you just want to get it off your mind and move on. Like, you're not interested in it anymore. It's like, okay, it's done and let's move on next. And that's how you feel about this situation. Because you don't want to, for some of you, you don't want to deal with it. You don't want to process it, depending on, what the situation is for you. So, yeah, I'm getting a lot of secrecy, a lot of privacy here. Some of you were in a situation where you thought it was good. You could see that it was coming, and you thought what you could see was going to be really good, but then you found out something recently, and you realized that, this is a situation that's not going to benefit you. There's no growth there. It's not fruitful. Maybe there's no money in it for some of you, depending on what you're looking at. There may be no money in it, no real potential for anything in it. So it could have been a project that you found out about, but you didn't say much to anybody about, and you realize that it's not something that you want to do. So some of you could, be working with someone, and this is what your decision is here. And you're going to stand in your power and let them know that, look, we could lose money here, and you feel like once you show them, what it is you need to show them in reference to how you lose money, that, this would be a situation that wouldn't be an issue anymore. That's what I'm getting for some of you. But in your fears, we have the Knight of Cups. Some of you are fearing that you may settle, is what I'm getting for some of you. Some of you don't want to settle. That's what your fear is, of settling for less than what you truly love. Because the Knight of Cups, this is fickle energy. Like, one minute you're feeling it, one minute you're not. And this is what you're afraid of. But sometimes that's that spontaneity of Aries energy. So you recognize that about yourself. You know that this might be something you might get bored of. You may not want it later. You're keeping your options open for some of you. So yeah, for some, I'm getting so many different messages here. All right, so how people see you is the Three of Cups. So some people see you as somebody who is doing well. Okay, especially with this Wheel of Fortune here. Some people see you as doing well in your power. You know, everybody might not know about your financial situation that you might have had. It might be cleared up now. So you may have been going through something, but people see you as somebody who's doing well. You know, somebody who likes to have fun, somebody who likes to celebrate. You know, you are the person everybody's celebrating, okay? For whatever reason. Now, in your hopes, I have the Eight of Pentacles reverse. And you hope that it doesn't work. You hope that something doesn't work. You hope that no one pays attention. You hope that no one notices. With the Eight of Coins, you know, carving in the symbol, you have to pay attention to that. You know, and you have to watch it so that you don't chisel your finger off too. You know, so it takes concentration. You know, and to concentrate on something, you have to pay attention to it. So you're hoping that maybe people don't notice or don't pay attention. You're trying. I see, like I said, I sense a lot of secrecy here. Quiet is kept type energy. So maybe you're hoping that people don't notice, is what I'm getting. Now your outcome here is the Two of Wands. This is your energy, Aries energy. You trying to figure out which way you want to go, what you want to do, how you want to do it. So some of you may have come into some money. It could be a business situation that you're doing well in, because not only is there a lot of movement from people going from one job to another, by people actually applying, but people are getting bonuses, people are advancing, people are hiring, okay, because people are looking for jobs, because people are looking to move from one job to another. So there's a lot of a planetary shift going on, where people are leaving jobs, going into others, whether they're retiring. So you may be retiring for some of you, and you got some money and you're not letting people know what's going on, and in the past you thought about tapping into some investments, but then later on you found out that that wouldn't be a good idea. So, you just didn't even mention it to anybody. You just left it alone. Some of you, I'm getting that you maybe were pregnant and decided to not have a child. I don't tell people how to live their life, but this is what you did and you felt it was best for you. And if you like it, I love it. So do what's best for you. Now, some of you are hoping people don't find out that you're not working. Some of you are retiring and you're not saying shit to anybody. Or maybe some of you are going full time and you're not saying anything to anybody. Some of you cashing out. Yeah, this is this is what I'm showing here. But with the Empress in reverse, this is somebody who was financially dependent on someone at one point, and they're not. This is somebody who, with the Empress in reverse, this is somebody who maybe is not pregnant or wasn't pregnant or can't get pregnant, can't have a child. Maybe this was a false pregnancy for some of you. You thought there was a baby coming, and then later on you found out that that was not the case. Or, maybe you took it upon yourself to not have a child. One or the other is what I'm getting. Some of you, this really stressed you out with the Knight of Swords reverse. And you did have to spend, You have to spend money for this, is what I'm showing here. But you made your choice. I got that. I keep getting that strongly. But somebody sees you as three of cups. So somebody could be seeing you, well, it didn't come out as Three of Pentacles. But somebody could see you as celebrating. So maybe someone else knows this and that you're happy that you don't have, you no longer have to be concerned about this and what to do about it. And, but for some of you still, I get this is a situation about work. That you're retiring and then you're going to decide in the end what you're going to do with the Two of Wands energy here as the outcome. So I want to clarify this and see what else we got here for you. Because I feel like there's definitely some missing information here. Like, why is the Eight of Coins in reverse? You know, if this is somebody who's retiring and keeping it to themselves, why do we have the Empress in reverse here? What happened between the Sun in reverse and the Empress in reverse? That I want to clarify. And then we'll clarify the Two of Wands to find out what options you have, because you do have some options now. And let's see what this Wheel of Fortune is. What did you come into? Did you come into some money so that you would be able to take care of a situation that you wanted to take care of? Is what I'm showing for some of you. Because, you know, you're focused on business. You know, you're not ready for a family yet for some of you. That's what I'm getting strongly here. I hope that shuffling is not bothering you, but it helps me to tune in the energies. Okay, limited resources. Empress in reverse, some type of limited resources, either limited funding, limited money, and we have the Ace of Coins in reverse as well. So we definitely have a financial problem here in the past. But now that we have money, things have changed. But what was going on in the past where the Sun was in reverse? Did we know this was coming? We were waiting on this. We knew this was coming. So this is why I'm thinking this is retirement for some of you. All right, so let's clarify. Well, before we do that, the link when we do the extended is going to be below. Please feel free to join. And don't forget about the contest. Let me get you some oracle messages before you go. Alright, so Aries. Ooh, that popped right out. Man holding a coin in reverse. Okay, let's see what that's about. This is telling me that you need to watch out for somebody, a male figure in particular. But I remember getting this card before, but that much I do remember. But let's see what else it says. So 43 is 7. So the number 7 is the Chariot. Okay, so somebody's not coming to you with their head and their heart aligned. You know, somebody's coming to you with some ulterior motive. And this is the Energy Oracle deck. And it does tell you the information in reversed as well as upright. So this is why I really like this Oracle deck. Okay, so reversed. So when this card is reversed, it could indicate a disconnect or even total shutdown regarding your emotional life. It's time to open up and know that you can handle deep emotions and the energy they bring up. Whether it's anger, grief, or utter bliss, you can be comfortable in the experiences, in their experiences and in their expression. The man holding a heart reverse can also indicate a difficult connection or even relationship with a man who may be easy to anger, deceitful, or quick to criticize. His behavior could be attributed to fear and self-doubt, yet he would never admit it. You deserve honoring in any relationship, so set some boundaries and don't buy into this emotional chaos. Your soul longs for emotional peace. All right, so for some of you, this message was needed, for sure. Okay? Maybe some of you were pregnant by this type of energy, and you knew that this would not be beneficial for you at all. And so maybe this is, why some of you may have decided not to have a child. That's just for some of you. Take what energy resonates. I have another oracle I'll pull to see what we can find for others. So let's see. What do we have for Aries? Oh, popped right out. It says horse spirit. Freedom is yours. And it's the number 33. I usually don't break down the master numbers. Master number is a double-digit number. But you may want to look at angel number 33 and see what that means for you. Now let's see what Spirit's message is in reference to horse spirit. All right, so it says, when horse spirit appears, you are gifted with the gift of movement and freedom. It is a time for travel and adventure, whether that means a trip somewhere or taking a different type of journey, one of freedom of choice. Horse Spirit reminds you that no matter the circumstances, you have free will and choices that can take you far away to a better place, a better situation, a better state of being. For there is no one but you to rein in your will to make a different decision. You are capable of making powerful choices that will affect you for a long time to come. Horses are social animals and known to be a friend to mankind, willing to carry us forward when we need it. Horse Spirit reminds you that help will be available to you whenever you need it, and companions will be by your side, whether you choose to go, whatever you choose to go, wherever you choose to go, whatever direction you choose to travel. Life is an adventure, and Horse Spirit wants you to know that whatever choices you make, you have great spirit within, invisible yet holding you up, and always walking by your side. If your inquiry is about a relationship, you can set your heart free to experience love in all forms. Spirit whispers to you that the gift of freedom is yours if you allow yourself to break out of your perfectionism and stubbornness. Make a move and enjoy the freedom of letting go of what you need to control or your need to control. So wow, that was a lot of messages just in that one area. But this is basically stating that you have the choice to do what's best for you. All right. Freedom is yours is what it's saying at the bottom here. So you're free to decide to do whatever it is that you want with your life and however it makes you happy, you know? And so that is what this is saying. So for some of you who, are dealing with someone who might be trying to force you to have a child and maybe that's not what you want to do, then, just Spirit is saying you have the right to do what you want. This is your life, okay? And this is the demanding man or someone who's trying to, maybe force their views on you, okay? That's what I'm getting for some of you. Or this could be vice versa. This could be a man who maybe has a woman pregnant and she's trying to force her views on you, okay? It could be the same thing here. But some of you have retired, okay? And Horse Spirit, it says now that you are able to do what you want, freedom is yours. What is it that you want to do? And that's why we have the Two of Wands here. And for those of you who are deciding what to do with this, as far as a child is concerned, or as far as this relationship with someone who, is not someone that you feel you can have a positive connection with, then Spirit is telling you here, what direction do you want to go? You have options. You are in control is what I'm getting strongly here. The Queen of Wands, she is fire because she's smoking hot. She doesn't care what anybody thinks. She moves to the beat of her drum, and she doesn't allow people to push her around. She's kind and friendly, but whatever she wants, as far as what she wants, she's going to go for it. She's not going to hesitate to look around and see, oh, well, who else wants it? It doesn't matter. She is going to go for what she wants. This is usually someone who's very attractive as well. Okay, so this could represent male energy, female energy, doesn't matter. It's just the energy we're reading here. And deciding on what you want to do, taking control. Okay, the Queen of Wands takes control. Know that. So, I don't sense that this is Yeah, I do. So let me take this. Let's get 3 more cards. Let's get the message of love oracles, and then we'll clarify. So soulmate. So your soulmate loves and accepts and respects you unconditionally. Okay, so for some of you, this person that you're dealing with, they do love you and they accept you, but some of them they respect you, some of them you don't. So some of you are in a situation where you're with a partner who loves you and respects you, but you don't want to have a child. Okay, or they don't want to have a child. One of you. Okay, and so somebody needs to speak up with the swords energy here. Page of Swords reverse, not speaking up. Secrecy here. Like I said, I'm getting a lot of secrecy. But you have to speak up and understand that your soulmate is going to love you regardless. You know, there may be some healing that may need to be done, but there's too much secrecy here. Support. Lean on your inner circle. Lean on your inner circle during this time. Excuse me. So some of you may be considering not having a child, and so this could be something that's very stressful in your spirit. You know, knowing what you want to do, but then maybe having to worry about, you know, what others may have to say, how you may feel about it later on in life, all these things. You know, and so at this time, maybe if there's someone that you can confide in, that might be advantageous to you. So again, we're talking, you know, opening up to someone if you find that there's someone you can trust. You know, don't just open up to anybody, but if you can, you know, that might help. So for some of you, we have regret. Someone feels remorse for the way they treated you. So this could represent the man holding the coin in reverse here. Maybe this person stepped out of character, stepped out of line, and it may have thrown you off. Regardless to what they did, they do feel as if they're, you know, they're remorseful about it, is what I'm getting here. Maybe you were the one who stepped out of place. You know, maybe your emotions got the best of you, depending on what the situation is. I'm not saying to forgive anybody, because that's up to you. It depends on what happened. But this person is regretful. They do regret what they did. All right, so I want to find out more about this. So I'm going to go to the extended. The link's going to be below. Don't forget about the contest. And I'll see you guys next week next week for your next weekly. See you later, Aries.